get it to a first man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rouses Point Rec Center, where tonight Northeastern Clinton Central is facing a team from Saratoga Springs in the second game of the Cougar Classic. Earlier tonight, Mount St. Joseph's recorded a 6-4 win over MAI. Mark Duffy in the zone, shot on net and saved. Steve Wagner going in the zone. Toga with the puck. Wagner takes it away. Wagner goes trying to go behind the net. He takes a hit, still with it. Welch out in front, and it's knocked back. Wagner. Welch has it. And we have a glove pass on defense with Mike Zerlo and another offside. Cougars right now sport a 1-1 record, recording a 10-0 preseason victory over Harwood, Vermont, and losing a tough 4-3 contest to St. Lawrence the other night. Mike Zerlo had 1 goal in the St. Lawrence game. Chad Welch 2 goals, Mark Duffy 2 assists, and Steve Wagner had an assist also. Lenny Filion dumps it in. Francis chasing, takes his man out. He knocks the puck away. Francis digging in the corner out front. Filion taps at it. Saved by the goalie, and Toga ices it down the ice. Icing on the play. 14:02 of the first period. It's Cougars nothing, Saratoga nothing. Rob Francis getting set to take the face-off with Lenny Filion and John Bushy. Francis dumps it in the corner, chases after his own pass, out in front, and nobody there. Filion, good back check. Oh, dumped across the crease by Bushy. Francis in the corner. Francis working hard up against the boards. Filion comes in to help. Filion out to the point. Knocked back in by Langlois. Shot by Filion. Oh, what a save. Saratoga bringing the puck up the far side. Dumped out. Badger has it. Badger up to Bushy. Bushy crosses the blue line. Takes a shot. Right on and a save. Oh, the Saratoga goalie takes a swipe at Lund Filion there. Extracurricular activity. This year's Cougar squad sports 5 seniors, 5 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. As you can tell, Cougars have a young team, but talent-wise, they're not hurting at all. Now we've got Bayshard, Fitz, and Duto out. David Fitz getting ready for the face-off. Toga wins the face-off. Bayshard has the puck near the boards. Carries right in front. Duto, shot, save. Toga bringing the puck up the boards. Duto takes it away and has it stolen from him. Zerlo skating back in his own zone. Zerlo around the net. Up the boards to Bayshard. Bayshard has it go off his stick. Good Toga defense when Toga finds some pressure. Zerlo knocks it out of the zone down the ice. This could be icing. Duffy wins the draw. Right through the crease. Wagner dumps it down the ice, and this will be icing. Ware and David Fitz with Mark Badger and Jason Langlois on the point. Fitz in front, shot wide. David Fitz in the corner, takes his man out, nice play. Alger out in front. Rob Ware behind his back, and Saratoga ices it down. And we have another icing. Miracle. Rob Ware, Fitz, just off the net. Saratoga picks up the puck on the zone. Fitz takes his man out along with Rob Ware. They're working hard out there right now. Dave Fitz, Rob Ware in the corner, out to Fitz. Fitz shot, save, scores! David Fitz! Cougars lead 1-0. David Fitz on a beautiful working goal by Rob Ware. Over to Dave Fitz, he puts it home. Well, I'm here with color commentator Paul Conover. We had some nice hard work there. Welch tries to get it up, and Mark Duffy back checking. He's covering his man. Saratoga dumps it in the zone. Up to Chad Welch off his stick. Kept in by Toga. Nice save by Glad. Steve Wagner moving in to pick up the Saratoga player. Mark Duffy bangs it off the boards, and they've got a 2-on-1. Duffy over to Welch. Welch, nice move around him. Welch, right on. Shoot, scores! Mark Badger! Mark Badger bangs it home after a nice move by Chad Welch and shot. And the Cougars take a 2-0 lead. Well, Paul, that was a nice play. What you think of that one?
Well, Mike, it was a great effort by the defenseman. And he came through. It was just unbelievable how he picked up that puck without missing the net. It was such a severe angle. I could not believe the effort of the defenseman. I was just very, very impressed. There you go, back to Mike.
Cougars looking pretty good here in the early going. 10:37 in the first period. It's 2-0 lead for Northeastern. And we've got a line change. We're seeing some fine play in the offensive zone tonight by the Cougars. It is a trademark of Northeastern. Always comes out strong in this rink. Very tough rink for the opposition to play in. Hard hitting going on in center ice. Lunfilion takes down his man. John the Coyote Bushy. Up center ice, Rob Francis has the puck, and he throws it in the zone. Bushy after his man. He takes him out heavily. Bushy digging hard in the corner, and they tie it up for a face-off. Francis set to take the face-off. On a line with Filion. Francis to Eric Young. Backhand by Young. Into the corner. Lunfilion. He goes after his man, takes him down, picks up the puck. Filion behind the net. Out in front, nobody there. Right through the crease, and looks to me like we've got a Saratoga penalty. Interference on the side of the crease there. Northeastern's really applying some pressure here, Paul.
Yes, I agree, Mike. I want to reflect back to the first goal the Cougars got. Now, the freshman line was out, and number 20, David Fitz, showed very, very good poise and applying pressure. And it's nothing, we rarely see that in a freshman player. And I was very pleased to see that.
So at 10:03 of the first period, it's Cougars 2 and Saratoga nothing. Cougars have had the upper hand early in this period, and from the looks of things, it's going to stay that way. Cougars on a power play. Francis Bushy with a shot off the mark. Lunfilion working hard to keep it in and bang it off the boards. Now it's in the zone. Mike Zerlo with the puck in front of his own net, circling. He goes behind the net. Eric Schneider also out there on defense. Ben Glad's got it. Schneider up to John Bushy. John Bushy's going to take it back into his own zone, go behind the net. So far, the Saratoga boxes look pretty well, and containing the Cougars in the zone. They're bottling up Northeastern. Playing that good old-fashioned hockey. Staying in position. Mike Zerlo in the zone, around one. He gets it back. Francis with the puck. Nice move. Francis, Bushy. Bushy shot, save. Francis shot, save, and goalie covers the puck for a face-off. Exciting Cougar hockey here on Hometown Cable. Mike Zerlo, Mark Badger out on the point. Duffy wins the draw, back to Zerlo. Zerlo cannonading drive and hits a defense. Mark Duffy with a shot, save. Northeastern applying pressure here on this power play. This Saratoga goalie, Robbie Mark Cowan's coming up big. Defensively for Saratoga, we've got Steve Boardman on defense. Number 17. Well, that's all I can see right now. And Saratoga ices it. Mike Glad out of his net. He's playing the puck. He bangs it around the net. Nice play. Now, Mike Zerlo tries to feed long cross-ice pass to Welch, which doesn't go. Zerlo carries the puck up ice. Zerlo into the Saratoga zone up on the boards. Zerlo. Back to Wagner. Wagner, Zerlo. Zerlo knocked off the puck. Wagner keeps the puck in. Shot by Wagner. Oh, almost deflects into the net off a Toga defenseman. Mark Duffy with the puck now. Duffy. Zerlo working in the corner. Now Wagner's going to keep the puck in. Wagner does it. Ooh, we've got a penalty for elbowing. Number 8. Dan Podvan's going to go for 2. Elbowing's the call. The winner of tonight's game will face off tomorrow in a 4 o'clock championship contest against Mount St. Joseph's Academy out of Vermont. They took a 6-4 victory away from Bill Bayshard's Mounties in an earlier game today. Now Lunfillion working against the boards. He's taking his man out. Saratoga tying it up, and they blow the whistle for a face-off. We've got Rob Francis out there on a line with Lunfillion on the right wing, John Bushy on the left. Jason Langlois and Mark Badger. Cougar power play. Langlois shot just wide. Mark Badger pinches in, but Saratoga ices it down. Glad has the puck. Glad throws it into the corner. Mark Badger digging. He throws it up. Bushy to Francis. Francis over to Saratoga blue line. Shot save. I'm telling you, Paul, Mark Cowan's playing. It's a set for the face-off. Francis Badger shot. Oh, saved by Mark Cowan. Too hot for Langlois to handle, and he banks it off the boards to Lunfillion. Fillion has his pass taken away to Rob Francis, and now it's Badger. Badger in his own zone. He's going to throw it off the boards up to Bushy. Bushy, Francis. Francis center ice. He's trying to go over the blue line. He's hit off the puck. Saratoga seems to be very effective when they're using the body on Northeastern. They seem to be a much bigger opponent. They're kind of manhandling Northeastern right now. What do you think, Paul?
Well, they're kind of manhandling them, Mike, but they're not a good team. Well, they're a good team, I should say. I shouldn't say that to take anything away from them. But Northeastern's just playing a much better game.
You just saw a beautiful setup there. Lunfillion banged it home. And we're going to wait on the assist for that one. Beautiful goal by Lunfillion. Some nice work in there by that line. The Northeastern Clinton hockey team would like to thank Cougar Youth Hockey for sponsoring this tournament. This is the 4th annual Cougar Classic High School Hockey Tournament. Need we say, it's been a success every year. Again, we'd like to thank Cougar Youth Hockey. Northeastern, Brian Bayshard has the puck. Schneider bangs it down to the Saratoga blue line. Glad in there takes his man out. Saratoga dumps it in. Mike Glad stops it behind the net. Brian Bayshard coming to the aid of his defenseman. Nice play. Sean Glad has the puck now. He's at his own blue line. He's looking. Around one defender. It's to Eric Duto. Duto offsides on the play. Schneider. Schneider bangs it. Oh, stopped by Glad. Glad. Far side Duto through his legs. That's up the board. Saratoga's got a semi-break, but broken up nicely there by Eric Schneider. Brian Sweeney takes a shot off the pads of... And Saratoga's called for off to the point. Zerlo banked off the boards. Welch. That's over to Wagner. Wagner takes his man out. Mike Zerlo with the puck now at the corner. He fights off a check, and Chad Welch has the puck. Mark Duffy. Duffy throws it out too far ahead of Zerlo, who's breaking for a pass. Favreau. He's taken out. Now it's Steve Wagner. Wagner on the far side. Wagner taken out of the play, and Cougars are stopped. Jason Favreau. Favreau own zone up to Welch, just out of his reach. And we've got a stoppage of play at 5:01 first period. 3-0 Cougars lead. Also to my left tonight, I have another Cougar alumni, Glenn Levanter, 1987 graduate of Northeastern Clinton. Well, Glenn, how are you enjoying the game so far tonight?
They look very good tonight. They impressed me.
Cougars skating really well tonight. They're really pumped up. We didn't get to get it on camera, but we had a a light show with a spotlight announcing the players' names as they came out, and really got the kids pumped up tonight. Wagner in the zone. Wagner tries to get it over to Welch. He's tripped up. Welch working in the corner. It's out to the point. Favreau keeps it in. Nice play by Jason Favreau as he gloves it ahead to himself. He shoots. Wagner pushes it wide. Welch out to Mark Duffy. Duffy shot off a stick. Goes wide. Welch, lot of room. Mike Zerlo moves in and big shot, but wide. Welch keeping it in. Out to Duffy. Duffy has it go between his legs, and Saratoga's going to ice it to relieve some of the pressure. Well, to me, Paul, Northeastern looks like a beast that's going to be reckoned with this year in the NAC Section 10. They've got a lot of offensive power, a lot of firepower up front. I've been impressed with the Cougar offensive work. Defense has also shined tonight. Another thing we haven't talked about yet that I've noticed is Mike Glad is really helping out his defensemen by picking up the puck, stopping the puck behind the net. I know, and you also know, speaking from experience, that defense is not a very easy position. It's not easy going into the boards with your back turned, knowing somebody's coming after you. I know that really helps out the players. What do you think about that, Paul?
Well, Mike, when a goaltender helps out a defenseman, it always is appreciated, because the defensive job is, I think, tougher than the offensive job. I may be prejudiced, but that's just the way I feel.
Oh, and Lenny Filion banged it in, and Badger keeps it in. Ooh, just missed by John Bushy as he tried for deflection and out of the Cougar zone. There's going to be a race for it. Looks like it's going to be no icing on the play. Langlois takes his man out. Badger with a puck. And we're going to have a penalty call here. Northeastern. I didn't quite see that play, Paul. Number 6, Lenny Filion's been sent to the penalty box. Minute and a half, and the infraction is, right now, we are not sure of the infraction. Well, we just got the call on the headset, and the roughing. 2:58, first period. Cougars lead 3-0. Saratoga power play. Oh, Glad with a big save. The rebound comes out and defense clears it. Chad Welch. He's breaking up the middle over to Wagner. Wagner fanned on the shot. He's taken out. We've got a 3-on-2 developing. Saratoga knocked away by Zerlo. Chad Welch, nice back checking. Welch knocked it in the corner. Now Wagner. Welch has it taken away. Saved by Glad. Mike Zerlo, backhand up the boards. Kept in by Saratoga. They throw it in the corner. Saratoga, collision behind the net. Mark Badger comes away with the puck. Badger takes another hit. He's still got it. Nice work in there by Mark Badger as he ties up the puck.
You want to do the second?
Kept the puck in the Northeastern zone, but Northeastern has basically had them where they wanted them. They kept them outside. Really didn't give them anything to shoot at. Fine play by the Cougar box there. Saratoga, number 21, Marcus Ferrone, and it's out of the play. Face-off will be just outside of the Cougar zone, right in front of the Northeastern bench. Saratoga, right on net, save Glad. Young tries to clear it right off of Saratoga forward. Zerlo takes him out, and he's going to have a penalty. We've got a boarding call at 1:30 of the first period. Mike Zerlo's going off. He threw a hard hit there. So minute 30 in the first period. It's Northeastern 3, Saratoga nothing. Back to you, Paul.
Well, Mike, what I've noticed throughout this first period is that the Cougars are showing very good poise for playing against such a much bigger team.
Cougars have a young team. I know up here it does seem that our kids are smaller, but I've never really seen our kids manhandle. Never. It's never happened, and I don't think it ever will happen. Northeastern has a bunch of number 3, Steve Wagner, a junior. Number 4, Mark Duffy, assistant captain, and he's a sophomore. Number 6, also an assistant captain, Lenny Filion, and he's a senior. Number 7, Brian Bayshard, and he's a junior. Number 9, Mark Badger, also an assistant captain, and he's a sophomore. Number 10, Eric Young, and he's a freshman. Number 11, Jason Favreau, he's a sophomore. Number 14, an assistant captain, he's a junior, Johnny the Coyote Bushy. Number 15, Robbie Francis, and he's a captain. Number 16, Chad Alger. And Saratoga just scores. It's now 3-1. They scored on a power play. 38 of the first period. Number 16 was Chad Alger. He's a freshman. Number 17, Mike Zerlo, captain, and he's a senior. 18, Eric Duto. He's a sophomore. 19, Chad Welch, sophomore. Number 20, David Motor City Fitz, and he's a sophomore. Number 21, Sean Glad, he's a junior. 22, Jason Langlois, and he's a sophomore. Number 30, Eric Schneider, and he's a senior. Number 31, John Bernard, a freshman. And number 33, Mike Glad. The Cougars are coached by Fred Stone, assisted by Bill Conover and David Huru. Now Saratoga throws it down the ice, and we've got an icing call. Bob Zuckerman goes back, and Tommy Rayville picking up the puck. On the ice for the Cougars, we have Rob Ware centering the line with Chad Alger and David Fitz, with Mark Badger and Eric Schneider on the point. Ware set for the face-off. 3-1 Cougar lead. We've got 29 seconds left to go in the period. Ware right over, and a save by Mark Cowan. Mark Cowan's been impressive in this first period, Paul. We're not sure of the saves, but he's had to come up with some big ones.
Well, Mike, this just goes to prove the firepower the Cougars have. I mean, they may be a small team, but I mean, they know how to play hockey. I mean, they pass the puck well, they shoot well, and they're just outplaying the opposition in this game.
The Cougars right now have 4 fairly equal lines to throw at the opposition this year. All the lines skate very well. They're having a conference in Mark Cowan's crease, and now Mr. Bob Zuckerman gets ready for the face-off. Rob Ware set for the face-off. Tries to get it right back to Badger. Goes between his legs. Schneider outside the Saratoga blue line. Schneider tries to throw it up the middle. Saratoga intercepts. Shot saved Glad. Badger throws it around the net. Alger. He's working with it. Has it taken away. Schneider takes his man out behind the net. Now Alger again throws it up right to the point, and it's an offsides. With 2 seconds left in the first period, Northeastern Clinton 3, Saratoga 1. After this game, after 1, it's Northeastern 3, Saratoga 1. Here's second period. Mark Duffy's line starting. Wagner, Welch, Duffy drops it over to Wagner. Nobody there. Saratoga dumps it in the zone. Zerlo chasing after it. Zerlo behind his net, throws it up the boards to Welch. Welch up to Duffy, nice play by Welch. Duffy, cross ice pass to Wagner, sends him in one-on-one. He's around the defenseman, shot save. Wagner in the corner, Duffy with it now. Duffy being tied up. Duffy over to Welch. Welch out to Wagner, and it goes through a pile of players. Now Young takes his man out. Knocks his man down. Nice play by Eric Young. Mark Duffy with the puck. Duffy up the boards. Duffy out to Welch. Welch throws it in the zone. Welch gets it back. Over to Wagner. Wagner shot. Save. And a stoppage of play. 14:09, second period. Cougars 3, Saratoga 1. Well, Paul, early in the second period, it's been pretty evenly played. First minute. What do you think, Paul?
Well, I agree with you, Mike, but it's only a minute, and they just came out of being in like the warm air, and they're gonna be a little rusty. About 5 minutes, you'll see the tempo pick up, and both.
Saratoga 2-on-1 break and a shot wide there. Toga throws it in. Paul, also I'd like to ask you, what do you think about the new offsides rule? Naihoa going to the NHL style offside rule, where if the offensive team clears the zone, the offsides is washed out. What do you think of that rule?
Well, Mike, I agree with it, because it keeps the game going, it keeps the momentum going, it doesn't allow the team to kill time, delay the game, and it's a really good rule. I like it.
Also, really, when it really makes a difference is killing a penalty. Really, you can really use that to your advantage. Saratoga just out of his reach. Len Filion takes him out heavily into the boards. Beautiful check by Len Filion. Shot, Toga. Glad kicks it aside. Hound Dog Bushy tries to bang it off the boards. He's beaten to it by a Saratoga defenseman. Badger takes his man out. Now Bushy's going to be called. I believe Bushy is being called. Minute and a half for hooking. 12:54, second period. Cougars 3, Saratoga 1. The puck, Duffy, nice move. Duffy throws it back to Young. Young, Zerlo throws it down the ice. Beautiful killing a penalty here by the Cougars. Mark Cowan makes the save, holds on to the puck, and we have a stoppage of play. Northeastern 3, Saratoga 1. It's a minute and 8 seconds left to go in the penalty. John Bushy sitting this one out. Johnny Bushy's also known as a coyote. He's a hard worker. He loves to really hit and grind it out. Bushy's also a very good stick handler and can put the puck in the net. Saratoga breaks in the zone. They slow down, try to set it up, throws it around the boards. Looks power play similar to the Canadiens, as the Canadiens Montreal Canadiens sort of use a cartwheel behind the net. Usually it works to their advantage. This year they're only 15th overall power play. A lot of teams picked up on their style of using. Mark Duffy bangs it in the zone, picks it up. Duffy's going to carry it across, throws it across the ice, and Wagner had two guys all over him. Tipped by Wagner wide. I'm telling Northeastern's looking good tonight. All areas of their game, the power play has been fairly effective, and the penalty killing been superb. They gave up one goal, but it has been good. Saratoga slowing the pace of the game down here. They're on the power play. 4 seconds to go. Shot in wide off the net, and hit, weird shot, hit the back of the goalpost there. Zerlo down the ice, and John Bushy's going after it. Coyote Bushy's not gonna, yes he is, he's there in time, no icing. He's out of the zone, Zerlo. In his own zone, circles, looks up ice, tries to throw it off the boards, but he does succeed. Brian Bayshard with the puck. Bayshard, two men converge on him. It's thrown back in the Northeastern zone. Mike Zerlo picks it up. He's going to circle behind his net. Throws it around the boards Nobody there but a Saratoga defenseman. Toga throws it in to no avail, and Wagner picking it up. Wagner's had a long shift, and he heads off the ice. Mike Zerlo up there. Duto off the boards, no ice. Hard hit thrown there in the corner on David Fitz. Langlois back in his own zone. Stops. He's looking. Throws it up the wing. Duto has it taken away. Gets it back. Duto up to Bayshard. Bayshard's going one-on-one. Shot. Ooh, glove. Big glove grab there by Mark Cowan. Face off in the Saratoga zone. Langlois keeps it in. Fitz tried to tip it. Bayshard out in front. David Fitz has two. David Fitz bangs it home. Sean Glad banged it home, excuse me. This line's been very productive for the Cougars tonight. Very productive. They're not wasting their chances. It's something Northeastern has to do if they want to be successful. You just can't waste your chances out there. Francis. Lenny Fillion picks up the puck. He's on the boards. Drops it back. Langlois. Langlois stripped of the puck. And they score. Number 12, Saratoga. It's 4-2. With 9:46 left to go in the second period, it's Northeastern 4, Saratoga 2. Francis knocks it ahead, one after it. Now John Bushy carries in the zone. Shot. Big shot off the net, out of play, and we're going to have a face-off outside the Cougar blue line. Or just inside the Cougar blue line, should I say. The Saratoga blue line. Cougar faithful here tonight. Got a big crowd. This is really is a great rink to play in. Having played 3 years of varsity hockey here at Northeastern, and also Paul played the same amount, we really came to love playing here. It's just the crowd is, the way the building is set up, the crowd really echoes in here. It really pumps up the team. Zerlo, nice play as he takes it away. He throws it up the boards. Saratoga keeps it in. Jason Favreau throws it up the side. Bushy has it go off his stick now. Bushy chasing in the zone. He stops. Smart play by Bushy, but it gets around him. Now Jason Favreau throws it up the boards. Dumped in the Cougar zone. Mike Zerlo on the far side. Nice spinorama move. That looked like vintage Serge Savard right there. Serge Savard used to use that move quite a bit. Former Canadian great defenseman. And Lenny Fillion, nice pass up to Francis. Francis throws it in the zone. Johnny, the Coyote Bushy going after the puck. He's going to get there first. Bushy out in front of Francis. Francis right in alone. He scores! Johnny Bushy threw a perfect pass to Robbie Francis. It's now 5-2 Northeastern. Well, Paul, a beautiful, well-executed play there by Northeastern. John Bushy hustling into the zone, took the puck, threw her out in front to Rob Francis, and Francis banged it home. Beautiful, beautiful. That was a paperback book play. You'd read that. Toga into the zone. Glad kicks it aside. Schneider picks it up. Schneider has his stick knocked away. Duffy turns around and it goes on his backhand. Duffy in the zone. Duffy making some nice moves and shoots it wide. Welch keeps it in for Northeastern. Welch banging in the boards. And Schneider in the corner. All the way around. Wagner picks it up. Wagner trying to get it to the point. Fanned on it. He's tripped up on the far side. Duffy out. Throws it between his legs. But Saratoga had him figured out. Took it away from him. Welch tries to knock it down. Saratoga throws it in the zone. Schneider takes his man out. And we've got an offsides on the play. 7:40, 5-2 Northeastern. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the winner of tonight's 8 o'clock contest will face off tomorrow at 4 against Mount St. Joseph's Academy in Vermont. They took a hard-earned 6-4 victory away from the Mount Assumption Mounties. Back to Schneider. Young, behind his own net, tries to get it up the boards. Had his stick tied up. Schneider takes his man out. Saratoga's applying some pressure right here. And the net's off its moorings. And that's going to be all for this play right here. Saratoga applying some pressure here, Paul.
Oh yeah, Mike, the Cougars are sitting back in their lead, it looks like, and they're just not applying as much pressure as they were earlier. And if they keep doing that, this Saratoga team's going to really show them a thing or two if they don't keep it up.
Now we've got the productive line out again. Chad Alger, Rob Ware, David Fitz, they've been on the ice for 2 goals tonight. Alger takes his man out at the point. Saratoga, Langlois takes his out. Langlois fighting in the corner. He throws it up just past David Fitz. Fitz out to the point, tries to block it, but shot was low. Langlois around the boards. Alger's there. Alger, he's looking, throws it up to David Fitz. Nice pass. Beautiful pass. Fitz shot off the defenseman. And Saratoga tries to throw it around the boards off a leg. Ware out to the point. Langlois shot wide. Badger tries to keep it in but can't. Badger with a puck. Zone blue line, throws it up the middle. Right to the Saratoga blue line. Saratoga having problems in their own end, Paul.
Yes, Mike, they're like I said, they're getting bottled up, and they don't know where they are at sometimes. And the Cougars are just jumping all over them when they do that.
One thing I noticed about Saratoga, for them to improve in the defensive zone, is they seem to throw the puck too much, Paul. It's probably their first game of the year. They're getting a little nervous, jumping the gun and throwing the puck. Once they, play a little more, relax, and that's a big thing playing defense. You got to relax and look over the situation. You have to think quick, but you have to look over the situation also.
Yeah, that's true. They're not looking where they're shooting. They're just blind passes, and they're just not showing a lot of poise at this point in the season. It may be their first game, but they better improve on their defensive tactics, or they're not going to win very many hockey games.
Oh, it looks like Northeastern's going to be called here in front of the net. Interference call. Mark Badger on his wing and throws it up to Saratoga defenseman Toga. Crossing Northeastern blue line. They're slowing the play down. Number 12 stops. He's looking. 12 still with it. Out to the point. Shot wide. Off the back of the net. They've got it at the side of the net. Out to the point. Well, Paul, you can see the problem with Northeastern in that is they weren't holding their box. They got caught running around on that one. It's okay. First game of the year. Hey, we're in this hockey game. 5-3 Northeastern. Cougars have looked very good tonight in this game. Very impressive. Cougar fans starting to get restless on the far side as we got a section full of students, and they're having a good time tonight, Paul.
Oh yeah, the Northeastern fans they got to be the best out of everybody in the conference. I mean, they're just nuts. They're crazy. They're probably the rowdiest bunch I've seen anywhere.
And they're not vulgar. They're not vulgar fans. They just have a good time. That's what we like to see. A lot of rinks. Northeastern scores. Rob Francis. Rob Francis gets his second goal of the night. Northeastern takes the lead 6-3. We've got a fine game on our hands tonight, Paul. Seems Saratoga will get a goal and we'll come back with one. I'm telling you, these boys are playing hard tonight. Usually you get a lead, you give up a couple goals and it gets you down. It gets you down. These boys are staying right on top tonight.
You know what I've seen is the Cougars. When they get a goal scored on them, they don't let up. They keep going. They just push, even harder than they were before, just to get that goal back and get even more.
Well, we've got tournament coordinator John Zerlo here tonight, and He's running the whole show. Cougars would like to thank him also for all his hard work through the years. Saratoga dumps it in. It goes off Philion's skate, and it looks like that shook him up a little bit. We've got a roughing call. Northeastern's Mike Zerlo and number 11 from Saratoga. Little extracurricular activity behind the play. Front killing this penalty with Jason Favreau and Eric Young on defense. Eric Young's a freshman. They've shown a lot of confidence in him tonight, and he's responded well to the call. Duffy over to Welch. Welch. Shot blocked. Cougars pressing here. Both teams even-sided. As Mike Zerlo and another player from Saratoga called off for roughing. Northeastern's pressing here. It's good to see that they're pressing on a 4-on-4. Usually you see teams that are just willing to sit back and relax on a 4-on-4. They think, hey, we don't get scored upon, so everything's all right. They got to understand 4-on-4 is the same as a 5-on-5, Paul. Only there's only 4 instead of 5. What do you think about that?
Well, I agree there's only 4, but, just when the Cougars,
Mr. John Zerlo, tournament director, he's looking over the situation. We're not really sure what's going on at the moment. Cougar fans seem to have shot some debris on the ice. I know Coach Stone went across the ice to talk to the fans as Northeastern, if I'm right, can be called for a bench minor penalty because of their fans. Am I right, Paul?
Yes, they could be called for a delay game penalty under the high school rule book, and I'm surprised that the chief of referees, Bob Zuckerman, hasn't enforced that rule in this case.
Boy, I'm telling you, these Cougar fans are getting into it now. Also tonight, we'd like to thank Matt Merrill, Cougar organist, announcer. He's done one heck of a job for Northeastern. He's been doing it for, well, since me and Paul were in school, and we'd like to thank him. Northeastern shot wide off the boards. Saratoga's just content right now to keep Northeastern out of the zone. They get the puck. They're just going to throw it out of the zone. Jason Favreau tries to throw it up to Duffy. Duffy tips it in the zone. Going after it. He blocks it. Goes out of the ice surface. We've got a stoppage of play. With 3:34 left to go in the second period, it's Cougars 6, Saratoga 3. Francis throws it into the corner. Shot young, and it's cleared out by Saratoga. Langlois racing back for the puck. He's got it. Throws it up the middle. Toga. Shot save, Glad. Francis. He's picking up the puck. Throws it far side. Johnny Bushy. Bushy's going in, but puck's too far ahead of him. That was a nice heads-up play by Francis, but just out of the reach of Bushy. Langlois hits his player, takes him out, and Toga dumps it in the zone. Glad knocks it aside. Badger takes a check, ties up the puck in the corner, and we've got a stoppage of play. 6-3, Northeastern leads. You're listening to Cougar Hockey. Well, Paul, all I can say to you is that these young Cougars are looking pretty good tonight. Northeastern's really been applying the pressure. They've looked really good offensively, defensively, in the goal. They look strong all around tonight.
Oh, most definitely. The defenses look better in the second period. They were a little shaky to start the first period, but they put everything together, and the offense has just kept it up. And they're just playing well all the way around. Well, welcome back to Cougar Land. As Northeastern's got a 6-3 lead with 2:31 in the second. And they make a defensive line change. Eric Schneider and Eric Young come out for the Cougars. Rob Francis, Len Filion, and Johnny Bushy up front for Northeastern. And Bushy has the puck just go out of his reach. Tipped by Len Filion. Filion knocks it right out of the air. Glad with the save. Eric Young behind his own net, spins away from one check, takes one. And now Schneider up the boards. Len Filion. Filion looks ahead. John Bushy. Big shot, save.
I'm telling you, Paul, Mark Cowan has really shined for Saratoga tonight. He's one player that really stands out. He's a goaltender, and he has really played well tonight.
Oh, yeah, he has. But what I see is this Cougar first line. I mean, they get the puck, and I don't think they look for each other. They just shoot the puck, and they're not going to beat the goal they want. One player's not going to make the team. They got to just work as a unit, not as individuals.
Bushy throws a hit. Now Eric Young picks it up, goes into the zone. Young, nice move, and has it knocked around as he tried to go around the second defender. Young still fighting with it out in front. Shot, Francis, save. And Francis and a Toga player tying each other up. That wasn't a smart play by the Northeastern defenseman as they rushed in on a scrum on the side of the net. Recalling from experience, Paul, I think you and I had to do that a couple times. I'm not quite sure, but we've got a Saratoga penalty now on the play. What I was trying to get to before but couldn't is on a scrum, the defenseman, if they leave, if they go past the top of the face-off circle, the puck's brought outside, and that's what just happened to Northeastern also. Well, it was because of a penalty call also. Mike Zerlo, own blue line. Badger tries to hit Duffy too far ahead of him. This could be icing, but Mark Cowan touches the puck to his defenseman, and Toga looking pretty good. Throw it down the ice. Mike Zerlo's got a man on him. He banks it off the boards, too sharp an angle, and right back into the Northeastern zone. Badger takes a hit, knocks his man down. Mark Duffy swings around the net. Leaves the puck for Zerlo. Now Zerlo breaking down the zone. Zerlo crosses the red line over the blue line, and four men converge on him. Welch scores! Chad Welch. Cannonading drive from the top of the right-hand circle, and they finally found the secret to Mark Cowan on those long shots.
You can see the play developing when all of the three blue players converged on Mike Zerlo, and they left Chad Welch wide open on his side, and he had a perfect view with the goaltender and just blew it right by him.
Boy, Welch didn't miss a chance there. He cannonading drive from the top of the circle. Now we've got a Cougar line change. Eric Duto comes out. Sean Glad and Brian Bayshard. They've looked good tonight. Mike Zerlo on the point. Zerlo keeps it in a Duto. Off Duto's stick. And Saratoga ices it down. Glad lets it go, and we've got an icing. Glad getting ready for the face-off. Zerlo and Favreau switch positions on the point. Again, it's Glad Bayshard and Eric Duto out there for a line. And Glad wins the face-off. Duto shot. Oh, hit the goal post. Glad tries to get it to the point. Zerlo keeps it in. Favreau kept it in. Favreau with the puck. Favreau throws it up, the nice heads-up play, but Glad loses his footing. Zerlo throws it ahead, down into the Saratoga zone. Toga out, got the red line. Had a temporarily 3-on-2, but off of Toga's stick, and now Northeastern's down on a 3-on-2. Glad's got the puck. Glad too far for Duto, but he races to catch up. Shot, they score! Cougar goal, we're not sure who got it. We're not even sure if it's gonna count. The whistle went, and no, it's no goal. Referee Bob Zuckerman blew the whistle and before the puck went in the net. Well, Paul, that's a tough break for the Cougars, but the whistle had blown.
Well, yes, but it was a very premature whistle. The puck was never frozen. What?
27 seconds left in the second period. It's Cougars 7, Saratoga 3. Northeastern tries to keep the puck in. Toga. Ooh, he misfired on that one, and it's offsides. Saratoga breaks across the line, just wide. Glad knocks it aside. Zerlo bangs it up the boards. It's out to the point. Glad knocks it off a Saratoga stick. Sean Glad carries up the wing. Ooh, between the legs, but he just got tripped up. So at the end of 2, it's Northeastern Clinton 7, Saratoga 3. We've got a man down on the play. Sean Glad was shaken up on that last exchange, and
injured player still on the ice. We're about at least 5 minutes into this break between the periods. We have an injured Northeastern player on the ice. The game sliding in just as the horn was sounding to end the period. They're not moving him, so maybe a leg or even a back injury. They finally get him off the ice. This is a Glad, I believe is his name. Sean Glad being taken out on the stretcher. Apparently I believe it's a leg injury, but we'll have a full report on that in just a few minutes. If you'll stick with us. Unfortunate incident here in the Cougar Classic. First round game. The Northeastern leading Saratoga 7-3. The injury occurred just as the horn was sounding for the end of the second period.
Period. It's Northeastern 7, Saratoga 3. Saratoga. Now Northeastern comes out with it. Wagner has it go off his stick. Saratoga clears the goal, so they're not offside. Saratoga going in the zone. Zerlo tries taking it away. He does. Sounds to me like somebody's got a whistle Duffy between his legs to Welch. Welch tries clearing it. Now Zerlo steps up on the play. Mike Zerlo, booming blast, cannonading drive, save. Welch goes after the rebound, and a nice stop by Mark Cowan. We've got a special guest with us again tonight. Chuck Cato, formerly Northeastern Clinton player and also from St. John's, is with us tonight.
Camera shy tonight, Mike.
He's a little camera shy, I guess. Now Cougars change lines. Rob Francis, Len Filion, and Johnny Bushy kept in there by Langlois. And Saratoga dumps it down the ice and got an icing call on the play. 14-18, third period, Northeastern 7, Saratoga 3. You're listening to Cougar Hockey. Saratoga's got a 2-on-1 break. Shot. Mike Glad slides across and denies Saratoga. Northeastern breaking out Rob Francis. 2 goals tonight. Fine performance by Francis. Francis across the line. Comes in, shoots, save. Philly on rebound. Oh! Scores! He shoots, he scores! Well, we're not quite sure what just happened on that last exchange. Northeastern players jumping up and down like they had scored. The puck came out. Saratoga still played it. Northeastern played it. The net was off the mooring. And now we've got some confusion on the side of the net. Extracurricular activity. Now Tommy Rayville, referee, heading over to the score box. No goal. And we're getting set for a face-off. Len Filion with the puck. He's around a defender, throws it in front, and Bushy was tied up there. Saratoga breaking out of the zone. Knocked away Francis. Bushy with it. He tries getting it over to Francis, but takes a check, and doing so, Lenny Filion, beautiful back check, takes the puck away. He's coming in the zone. Takes a check and keeps on going. Filion just barreling his way into the zone. Now 2 guys all over Filion, and Len Filion's mucking his way in there. We got some extracurricular activity. Little pushing going around in there. It's all part of it. We'd like to say Saratoga's made a goaltending change. Mark Cowan has given way to number 30, Lee McGlashan. He's also a junior. We'd like to say Mark Cowan has played very well for Saratoga tonight, and the score could have been much worse had it not been for him. Now we've got Eric Duto, Dave Fitz, and Brian Bayshard on the line. Zerlo tries getting it to Favreau. It goes off a Saratoga player. Saratoga throws it in the zone. Favreau takes out his man. Zerlo up the boards. Bayshard can't reach it. Saratoga dumps it in the zone. Toga applying a little pressure. And Mike Glad comes up with a save. Whistle blows. Extracurricular activity. Well, Paul, it's starting to get a little chippy after the whistle now. I don't know if this has to do with the Cougars 7-3 lead or...
Battery's not going to last.
Northeastern bottled in their own zone. Toga digging away. Toga is applying some pressure here, Paul. I don't know if... we'd also like to mention Sean Glad was injured at the end of the second period. He's been taken to the hospital. We hope for a speedy recovery for Sean, and I'm sure the Cougars are going to win this for you, bud. Toga's coming back again. They dump it in. Toga shot wide as they beat Northeastern to the puck. Bayshard down the far side. Bayshard over to Fitz. Fitz into the zone. Fitz takes his man out, but puck goes up the boards. Favreau keeps it in. Fitz in the corner. Fitz out front. Ooh! Cougars applying pressure, and good work in there by the Cougars. Nice forechecking. Lee McGlashan's coming up big again for Saratoga. Goaltenders for Saratoga playing very well tonight, Paul.
Yes, they're very impressive. They have to, I don't know, they're just playing very well.
Now the Cougar diaper line, as they were called last year, is out on the ice. Steve Wagner, Chad Welch, and Mark Duffy centering. It goes up the boards. Wagner throws it in front. Well, it's not far enough for Welch to reach it. Out in front, and it's right to the point. Shot Schneider, it's blocked. Mark Duffy going after it. Duffy's still got it, but loses it as he was just had it out of his reach. Saratoga dumps the puck in off Schneider. Right off Schneider's legs. Toga's been getting there first these last few minutes, Paul, and I think that long layoffs hurt the Cougars a little bit, but they're coming back. Mark Duffy's leading the rush, 3-on-3. Over to Wagner. Wagner over to Welch. Oh! A nice play by Lee McGlashan. He knocks it out of Welch's way there. It would have been a sure goal as Welch had a wide open net. Far side, Welch going after it. Welch tries to get it back in the point, and Saratoga breaks it up. Schneider, he kept it in. We've got a slashing penalty going to Schneider. Saratoga's got a 2-on-1 break, and broken up nicely by Badger. Thrown in by Toga. Badger going in, throws a check. Now Lenny Filion's on a 2-on-1. John Bushy. Filion shot wide. Len Filion, the pass came in on his backhand and just wide. Extracurricular activity. Well, let's start. Cougars, Saratoga zone. Francis, face off, back. Saratoga Shot wide. Comes all the way down into the Saratoga zone. Lee McClashin out of his net, and Francis giving the chase. He takes his man out heavily. Bushy picks up the puck. Bushy tries getting it out in front, and Bushy gains the puck back out to Francis. Badger keeps it in. Nice hustle by Mark Badger. Bushy looking around, moving in the zone. John Bushy trying to go to center. Tries getting it over to Filion, but Filion had to skate up for it. Kept in there. And just intercepted there by Saratoga. Cougars offside, and it's called down. Face off just out of the Saratoga zone. With the Cougars leading 7-3, you're watching Cougar hockey. It's in the Cougar zone around the net. And Saratoga keeps it in. Bayshard, 2-on-1. Eric Duto takes a shot. No, just wide. He had a man all over him. Really nice, showed strong effort there getting that shot off. Zerlo carries in the zone, sidesteps one check. Booming shot high. Now Jason Favreau keeps it on. Bayshard in the corner. And they tie it up. I've noticed one thing new that the referees are doing this year, Paul, is when there's a scrum alongside the boards, they are blowing the whistles fast this year, not letting the guys get really mad and go at each other.
Yeah, that's kind of a good idea. It keeps the rough stuff out of it, and keeps the kids' heads a little more down to earth than they were in the past years.
Now Mark Duffy out centering Chad Welch and Stevie Wagner. Saratoga throws it down the ice. This could be icing, and Bob Zuckerman raises his hand. Ravel blows the whistle, and it's an icing. Just out of the reach of Eric Young, and Saratoga has a break. Nice play by Schneider. Wagner now with the puck. Wagner. Ooh, Duffy tips it off McClashin's foot. Tipped there by Wagner. Wagner with the puck. Tries getting it out to Welch. Wagner. Back in. Wagner throws it across. Nobody there. Welch going for it. Duffy going to help him out. Schneider keeps it in. Shot right on. Blocked by the defenseman. Now Saratoga coming down. Shot wide, just off the end of the stick. Glad comes out, knocks it away. It's up to Wagner. Wagner too far for Duffy, and Saratoga defense picks it up. Duffy knocks it away into the Saratoga zone. Duffy going after his man. Welch behind the net. Welch has it. Oh, right out to Wagner. McClashin knocked it away. Just enough for it to go off Wagner's stick. Saratoga coming in the zone. Nice moves he's showing so far. Backhand save Glad. Mark Duffy picks up the puck, carrying up the far side. Duffy throws it in the zone and heads off the ice. A long shift for the diaper line there. Now out comes Francis. Francis hustling in just over his stick. Len Filion throws it back to Saratoga blue line, and Saratoga starts to regroup. Saratoga coming back. Shot right on, save Glad. Jumps on it. Defense knocks it away. Bushy going after his man. Takes him out, knocks the puck away. We got a scrum on the far side. John Bushy, he's also known as a coyote. He's a hard worker, and he's disturbing some trouble out there. Every team has a disturber, and you could say that John Bushy is Northeastern's Dale Hunter. Well, Paul, the Cougars playing a very well all-around game. I got a chance to watch Mount St. Joseph's earlier today. Big team, but I feel Northeastern can skate with just about anybody. Northeastern is going to be in every game they play this year, without a doubt, in my mind. They're getting solid goaltending right now, solid defensive play, and, well, their offense, they've been speaking for themselves. It's really what's going to happen this year. It's going to be the unsung heroes that determine the Cougar season, like the defensemen who don't get that much credit, but who always are there and get their job done. The goaltenders who don't get the print. That's what really makes a team. What do you think, Paul?
Oh, I agree that the defense gets probably the least credit of the whole team. I mean, the offensive players score goals, but the defense they get credit, but they don't get as much as the offensive players do.
circling his blue line. He gets it up. Duto, shot, high, wide. Bayshard going in. Bayshard takes a hit. Duto out front, no one home. Zerlo shot back in, save McLashin. Duto corner, takes a hit, keeps going. He throws it out, goes off a foot. Oh, we had a Saratoga player just kick number 16, Chad Alger of the Cougars. Zerlo throws a heavy hit down on the far end, and Saratoga outside the blue line. Clear the zone, no offside. Jason Favreau, far side intercepted by Saratoga. They throw it back in the zone. Mike Glad behind the net, stopping the puck. Favreau up to Bayshard. Bayshard throws it down the ice. This could be icing. No, waved off by referees. Saratoga, far side. Throw it up, too far for his teammate. Goes into the Cougar zone. Race for it. Jason Favreau comes up with it. Up, tries to get it to Alger. Intercepted by a Saratoga player. Alger throws a check. Saratoga pressing. Zerlo's coming out with it. Throws it up, but out of the reach of Wagner there. And we've got a penalty. 17 white. Mike Zerlo. We've got him for a minute and a half. High sticking. With 4:47 left to go in this third period, you're watching Cougar hockey. Cougars, diaper line out. Excuse me, they're killing a penalty. Duffy and Welch out there. Heavy hit there thrown by Badger. Duffy stops the Saratoga player from getting the shot off, and now Duffy picks up the puck. He's carrying it. Welch circling, still circling. Chad Welch doing a good job of killing this penalty. I'm really surprised, Paul, at the poise these guys are showing. Duffy and Welch, both sophomores, they're out here in a varsity game. They're killing a penalty, and they're showing poise that you don't see many seniors show. I'm really impressed with this Cougar squad, all around. I really am. These kids are really thinking out there, and Saratoga player takes a swipe. We've got a souvenir for the crowd. Northeastern ices the puck. Steve Wagner out now with Leonard Filion. Wagner shot wide. Deep in the Saratoga zone. Toga carrying the puck up. Off Wagner's stick. It goes into the crowd. Looked like it hit a spectator there. Saratoga off Filion's stick. Cougars ice the puck. Into the Cougar zone. Filion coming after it. Goes off the ref, right out to Rob Francis. Francis with the puck. Excuse me, Wagner with the puck. Zerlo behind the net. He's mucking away, and they're going to blow the whistle now. 3:07 to go in the third period. You're watching Cougar hockey. Live, Channel 21. December 2nd, Cougar hockey opened their season against St. Lawrence Larry's out in Brazier Falls. They dropped a 4-3 decision in that game. Sophomore Chad Welch scored 2 goals. Sophomore Mark Duffy had 2 assists. Junior Steve Wagner had an assist, and senior Mike Zerlo had a goal. Deflection, Bushy off a shot by Len Filion, just missed. Francis shoot. Bushy scores. That was a weird goal, Paul. The shot came in, it went off McClashin's skate. It came across the net, and Bushy banged it home. Really strange goal.
Oh, you don't see those theirs very often because usually it goes back out, but it came right on the Bushy stick, and he had all the net to shoot on. There was no way Bushy was going to miss an opportunity like that.
The Coyote is playing pretty well tonight. You're watching Cougar hockey. The Cougar faithful are getting rowdy down there tonight, showing very good crowd support. Bushy off the boards. He can't get it. Northeastern throws it up to the blue line. Bushy. Shot right off the Saratoga player inside of his leg. He stays up. Now Zerlo. Oh, just out of the reach of Rob Francis, who's looking for his third goal tonight. Lunfilion, back check, bone-crushing check. Ooh, Mike Zerlo was upended and starting to get a little rough out there, Paul.
Yeah, both teams seem to be getting tired and not playing like the type of pace they were playing earlier.
Well, we've got a tripping call now on Saratoga, which seems to really ice the cake for the Cougars here. Now Northeastern has to kill off this Northeastern on a power play. We've got 1:57 to go in the game with an 8-3 lead. You're watching Cougar hockey. Get them to hang some jerseys up on the wall. Right, Badger going in his own zone for it. Zerlo banks it up. Badger, cross ice. Too far for Fitz. Fitz has it go off his stick. Fitz now with the puck. Fitz over the red line. Over to Duto. Duto carrying in the zone. Duto out front, knocked away by McClashen. Fine heads-up play there by McClashen. He stopped the cross-crease pass. Now Northeastern dumps it in, clears the zone, no offside. Bayshard's going back in. Northeastern's forechecking's really starting to bottle up the Saratoga team. Shot by Badger and saved by McClashen. Duffy getting set for the face-off. Badger and Lingloy on the point. Duffy shoots, he scores! Chad Alger off the face-off. Beautiful play. Good, very well individual goal. He fought off a checker there, Paul, and he deposited that puck. For deposit, no return. Beautiful goal by Chad Alger.
Boy, the freshmen in this game are really putting on a show. I mean, they've had most of the goals, and they're just playing an outstanding game, and there it goes to show you what they can do.
It's very good to have young kids come on and make a difference right away. I mean, these kids adapted well. They adapted, and they've been there. And now Mark Duffy carrying in. Mark Duffy, nice wrist shot. Save McClashen. Rebound comes off, and he's going to ice the puck. Glad stops it and throws it in the corner. Heavy check thrown by Eric Young. Now Northeastern, a little bottled up in their zone. Duffy goes in to help out. Boyer's helping out. Shot Saratoga. Boyer blocks a shot. Cougars 3-on-1. Chad Alger tries to throw it in front. Saratoga's got the puck. Young breaks it up. Young spinnerama. He gets away from two defenders there. Saratoga's got about 10 players on the ice right now. Saratoga with too many men on the ice. Oh, Mark Duffy set up Boyer just out of his reach there. Northeastern has looked good tonight. After 3, Northeastern 9, Saratoga 3. Good night from the Rouses Point Rec Center. You are watching Cougar hockey. Want to go do interviews? Cougars took a 9-3 victory over Saratoga tonight. We're here with Coach Fred Stone, third-year coach, and you got a lot of output from your young guys tonight. They looked really good. What do you think of the opener?
I was really happy with the way the boys skated tonight. I think that we had a lot of pressure on them. We got all the kids out on the ice today, and everybody did their job.
Tomorrow you got to face a tough Mount St. Joseph squad from Vermont. Did you get a chance to see them play, and how do you think your chances are?
Well, we saw Mount Joseph last year, and they beat us in the Malone tournament 3-2. It was a real close game. I think that we're going to have to key on number 10, keep an eye on him. The way our defense, we've got some young defensemen, but they're playing pretty well. And I just can't fault the way they played tonight. So tomorrow I think we're going to try and play our game.
That was Coach Fred Stone, Northeastern. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here with us we have Northeastern Clinton captain Mike Zerlo. Mike, you got a lot of production out of your younger players tonight. How do you feel about these young guys?
Well, with a shaky start, they're coming along quite well. Tonight they skated with the other team perfectly. I mean, we outskated them for 3 periods. I think Coach Stone has put us through some rigorous practices, and it's paid off.
You guys looked really good this year. I think you're good. As long as you get good, solid goaltending, defensive play, and a little offense also, you guys are going to be in every game. What do you think, Mike?
Well, number one, the goaltending. Mike Glad has gained, in the first 2 games we had this season, a lot of respect from both the teammates, coaches, and fans. Defense, we're young. I mean, Eric Schneider and myself are the only seniors on the point this year, but the other guys come along, get a little more brave, and they'll bury it in there. Offense, sure, we got some young guys, but the veterans should carry the offense also.
Another thing I noticed, the Cougars are small, but we don't seem to really get pushed around. We got a lot of heart.
Oh yeah, that's been a trademark of North Country Cougars moving up to high school, Northeastern. Yeah, we like to make our name known. Little guys like John Bushy doesn't like to get pushed around the boards, but it helps, again, with the fans, and it helps so much. It eggs us on, and again, we produce.
Okay, that was Mike Zerlo. Thanks a lot, Mike. Good luck with the year. Francis, who wears the number 15 in Northeastern. Rob, you've always been a natural scorer. Tonight, I think you had 2. How'd it feel out there?
After a shaky start on Wednesday, I think tonight I was loose. I was nervous first few minutes. I got to really compliment John Bushy and Len Fillon. Did a hell of a job out there tonight getting me the puck. So if they give me the puck, I can put it in.
You guys had a lot of good scoring chances tonight. Your line was working well together. You guys were throwing some checks in the offensive zone. You really had their defense bottled up. What really is a trademark of your line? I think you guys can play anyway.
Well, we got a playmaker in John Bushy. He's small, like Mike said, but he always gets in the corners and gets the puck out. Len Fillon, a bumper and a grinder. You got to give him credit. He comes out with the puck, sets up a nice play. We started out rough on Wednesday night, but hey, it all came together tonight.
Well, Rob, good luck with the season, and good luck with your future plans. Thanks a lot.
Mike.
One of my buddies, John the Coyote Bushy. He's a grinder extraordinaire. Rough, tough. Are you as mean as they say you are, Bush?
Well, I can be on the ice, but outside I think we're a nice guy.
Yeah, you're a pretty nice guy. Huh?
Yeah.
You played an excellent game tonight, John. You got in the corners, threw a couple of hits. You threw the puck out front, and Lenny put it home. You got a nice goal at the end. Your line played exceptional tonight.
Yeah, I have a lot of help from my teammate, from my line mate Rob Francis and Lenny Fillon. I can feed the puck out to him. Robbie, he's a good goal scorer, and I just feed it to him. He puts it in the net. Wednesday night we had a kind of an off night, and tonight we really put it together.
Well, tomorrow night these Northeastern Cougars are going to be playing in a championship game. It's 4 o'clock, Saturday, December 5th. What do you think your chances are against Mount St. Joe's?
Well, they're a tough team. They're big, and they got a few players that can really shoot the puck and skate hard, and we just got to do our best and stay on them and play good defense and get good goaltending, and we'll just put the puck in the net. We'll do our.
Well, Johnny, good luck with your season.
Yes, sir.